In our previous classes, we have known how to represent rational number on a number line. So today we will try to represent irrational numbers on a number line. So today's topic is representation of irrational number. Representation of irrational numbers on a number line. If anyone who has not seen my previous class can go to the first class and see the full video and then see this video, then you will be able to understand the concept in a better way. Till now, if anyone has not subscribed my channel, you can subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for future notification. So today we will discuss how to represent irrational numbers on a number line. Let us take one example. Say for example root 2. So root 2 is an irrational number. Why? If you remember, in the previous class we have discussed that root 2 is an irrational number. And what is the very easy way? What is the very easy way to understand whether a number is irrational or not? If the number is not a perfect square, then it is an irrational number. So root 2 is an irrational number because it is not a perfect square. So we will try to represent root 2 on a number line. Now, before showing this part, I would like to recall one more thing, that is Pythagoras theorem. Do you remember? Yes. Hopefully you have done in your previous years what is Pythagoras theorem and what was the theorem that was proposed by Pythagoras. So if we take a right angle triangle ABC, where right angle at B, that means angle B is equal to 90 degree. Now let us represent the side to be small letter A, B and C. Okay, this is 90 degree, angle B is 90 degree, that means what is C? C is hypotenuse. Yes or no? C is the hypotenuse. And this is the perpendicular and this is the base. Now what does Pythagoras theorem says? It says that C square, that means hypotenuse square, is equal to A square plus B square. Isn't it? C square is equal to A square plus B square. Now by the application of this theorem, by the application of this concept, we are going to represent irrational numbers on a number line. Now before starting with that, you need to note it down in your notebook. Now how to represent root 2 on a number line. Let us draw a number line. Now while drawing a number line, we have discussed in our previous lecture that the difference should always be of equal length. That means if this is 1 centimeter, if you are taking in your notebook as 1 centimeter, you will take it as 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. Or if you are taking as 2 centimeter, then 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter. Or if you are taking 2 inches, a 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. Is it clear? Now this is very important that you should keep the measurement of each equal. That means every unit should be of equal measurement. Now root 2, if we convert root 2 in terms of decimal, what we will get? We will get non-terminating, non-repeating. Yes or no? Since it is non-terminating, non-repeating decimal, therefore root 2 is what? Root 2 is an irrational number. Now if I convert root 2 in terms of decimal, what I will get? I will get something in positive. Since it is positive, that means it will come in the right hand side of your 0. So I mark it as 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that clear? Okay. Now root 2, see here in this part. This is a right angle triangle. If this is 1 and if this is 1, what will be the measurement of this? This should be what? Let me take it to be as C. c square is equal to 1 square plus 1 square by the application of Pythagoras theorem, yes or no? Then it will be equal to 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. That means c square is equal to 2. Now, if I want to find out the value of c, what I will do? I will put square root in both the sides. Then what it will become? Root over c square is equal to c, and this will remain as root 2. That means c is equal to root 2. Here c is equal to root 2. Is it clear? Now by using the same way or in the same manner, I am going to represent here. Now see, if I take this to be as 1 unit, I will draw a straight line from here. You will use scale. Okay, a straight line I have drawn, and if this is 1 unit, if you are taking here as 1 centimeter, then here also you will be taking 1 centimeter. If you are taking here as 2 centimeter, here also you will be taking 2 centimeter. So this should be of same measurement. If this is 1 centimeter, this also should be 1 centimeter. Is that clear? Now, if I draw a straight line here, here it will be what? 90 degree. Is it not? This is equal to 90 degree. If I join these two portions, I get a right angle triangle. Yes or no? I get a right angle triangle. Now, in this right angle triangle, this is one, this from here to here, 0 to 1, it is 1 unit. From here to here, it is 1 unit. That means from here to here, this portion, this is the hypotenuse. What will be the measurement of this? Yes, it will be root 2. It will be root 2. That means from here to here, from here, this portion to this portion, it is root 2. Yes, but this I have got as root 2, but I need to represent root 2 on the number line. I have to represent root 2 in the number line. Where is it? Where is the number line? This is the number line, and I have to represent root 2 in the number line. Is that clear? Now what I will do, you have to take compass and pencil, and you have to place the compass here. This should be the position of your compass. I am not using here a compass, so I am drawing one. I hope you will understand. Okay, this is the position of your compass and pencil. Can you get my point? Here you will put the pointer and here you will mark the pencil, and from here, taking this as the center, 0 as the center, you will try to draw an arc which cuts the number line. Till this much it is clear. It should cut the number line, and wherever it will cut, it will be your required value, that is root 2. From here to here, it is root 2. Can you say me which concept is used to represent root 2 here? Agreed. Pythagoras theorem was used. One more concept was used here, and that is, in a circle, all the radii of a circle are of equal measurement. If you see carefully, arc is a part of a circle, yes or no? And if this is one of the radius, this is another radius. That means this is equal to this, is equal to root 2. Is that clear till this much? So, root 2 on a number line. Will you be able to represent root 2 on a number line? Hopefully, yes. Note it down. Now, next we will try to represent root 3 on a number line. Let us see how to represent root 3 on a number line. Root 3 on a number line. Root 3 on a number line. Let us draw a number line first. Root 3 is also positive. That means we will be taking this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Till here it is clear? Okay. At first, before drawing root 3, look at here. This is another right angle triangle I am taking. Okay. This is root 2 and this is 1. Say for instance, the value of this portion is root 2 and the value of this portion is 1. What will be the value of this? Let me take it to be as c. So what do we get? C square is equal to root 2 whole square plus 1 whole square is equal to, I will try to find out the value. Root 2 into root 2 is equal to 2. 1 square is equal to 1. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. That means c square is equal to 3. If c square is equal to 3, that means c will be equal to root over 3. That means here it is root 3. Is it not? Now how to get root 2? How to get root 2? Yes, previously you have done. Same concept you have to use. Draw a line from here, from 1 unit, yes or no? From here to here it is 1 unit. Same measurement you will take here, from here to here it is 1 unit. Is it not? Now the line that I will draw here will be equal to root 2. Here it is root 2. Yes or no? Now I have got the base here. Root 2 I will take the base and again I will try to construct a right angle from here. How? In this case you need to understand one thing. Try to place a protector. That will be far more easier. Here you will put the protector. Okay. Then what it will show? 90 degree in such a way. Is it not? Because 90 degree lies somewhere here. See how I have placed the protector. I am not using a protector, physical protector, but I hope this much you are in class 9, so you will be able to understand how to place a protector. That demonstration is not required. Okay. So here you will place the protector and you can easily identify which one is 90 degree. Yes or no? Okay. Root 2 I have got. I want how much? 1 unit. 1 unit. Same measurement. Don't forget. The measurement if you are taking here 1 centimeter, you have to take 1 centimeter only. You can't take 2 centimeter. If you are taking here 2 centimeter, you will take 2 centimeter. Is that clear? So say for example 1 centimeter is here. You will take with the help of scale. Don't forget. This is 1 unit. With the help of scale. Don't forget. Again and again I am mentioning. Join them. What is the measurement of this? Root 3. Root 2, 1. See this particular triangle. See carefully. If you see this particular triangle carefully, it is as similar as this. Yes or no? Here base is root 2. This is the base. Root 2. This is the base. Root 2. Height 1 unit. Height 1 unit. And the hypotenuse is equal to root 3. Hypotenuse is equal to root 3. That means I have got root 3. Isn't it? But is it on the number line? No. That means I have to represent root 3 on the number. How I will represent? Again, similarly, you will take with the help of your compass and pencil, you will take 0 as the center and from here to here you will take the radius, draw an arc. This is equal to root 3. You will place the compass here. I'm drawing it. That will be better. See the place of the compass and pencil. Can you see the placement of compass and pencil? Here should be the pointer, here should be the pencil, and you have to draw the arc. Is that clear? Will you be able to do root 3 on a number line? By the application of the same concept, you have to find out root 5, root 6, root 7, root 10, root 11. Ohm task. Root 5, root 6, root 7, root 10, root 11. Okay? Root 4 I have not given. Root 4 I have not given. Can you say me why? Root 4 is equal to 2. Directly you can represent this as 2. Isn't it? That's why I have not given root 4 on a number line. That you will be able to do. But to find out root 5, you can use root 2, root 3, then again root 4, root 5, root 6. You can go by that manner. Note down the questions that I have given. Now what I have said, root 2 into root 2 is equal to 2. Let us find out how root 2 into root 2 is equal to 2. At root 2 square, yes or no? Root 2 square I have directly taken to be as 2. Now here in this part, I will discuss how root 2 is equal to 2. Let us see. Root 2 means what? Root 2 square means what? Root 2 into root 2. Isn't it? Yes. Root 2 means what? 2 to the power half into 2 to the power half is equal to, now laws of indices you have studied in your previous class, class 8. Class 9 also there is a concept which is based on laws of indices, laws of exponent. So this year also you have to do certain questions related to laws of exponent. So root 2 to the power half into 2 to the power half is equal to what? Here multiplication symbol is there and the bases are same. See, a to the power m into a to the power n is equal to a to the power m plus n. Isn't it? Now by application of the same concept, I will try to solve this. 2 to the power half into 2 to the power half is equal to 2 to the power half plus half is equal to half. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to what? 2. See here. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 2. 1 plus 1. This concept you know very well. 2 to the power 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 by 2 is equal to 1 by 1. That means 2 to the power 1 is equal to 2. In this manner, we get root 2 square, which is equal to root 2 into root 2 is equal to 2. Similarly, you will try to find out root 5 whole square. All the steps should be shown properly. Root 6 whole square. Simple questions I have given. Very simple questions. You can do it. Now, we will try to discuss about the various laws of exponent. These are the various laws of exponent which you need to remember, which will help you out to solve the various questions related to this concept. Okay, now from this I will try to take this particular part and show it to you how a to the power 0 is equal to 1. a to the power 0 is equal to 1. You need to prove that a to the power 0 is equal to 1. How? A to the power 0 is equal to, can I write a to the power m minus m? Yes. And if a to the power m minus m, can I write a to the power m divided by a to the power m? A to the power m by a to the power m? 1. Is that clear? How a to the power 0 is equal to 1? Okay. Now there is one such case where a to the power 0 may not be equal to 1. Can you guess how? When a to the power 0 might not be equal to 1. When a is equal to 0, then a to the power 0 not equal to 1. How much will be the value of a to the power 0? You need to find out by yourself. That I will not show you. When a is equal to 0, then a to the power 0 is not equal to 1. I am saying that. Then what will be the value of a to the power 0? If not 1. That you have to try at home. So what we have learned today in the very beginning we have learned how to represent irrational number on a number line. But whatever question today I have discussed, for example root 3 on a number line, root 2 on a number line, those are not sufficient questions. Okay, first today you have to be very much equipped with the questions that I have given you today to do at home. If you do those questions, the next part in my next video I will try to discuss more on that concept and we will try to understand the concept in a very deeper form. So for today I would like to stop here. Namaste.